From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It is caught left side. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jet side.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Back to throw now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
To the air, third and long. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they...
And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Taylor. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Ken, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
To give on 2nd to Hall. Jukes out a 1-stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking right, and he finds him. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 23. Connects on the crosser. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hall running between the tackles. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Putting a receiver in motion. Now it's a bootleg for him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This one is up and good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Taylor gets it on first and 10. And they had that one contained right at the line. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Second and 10 now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert back to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They've got first down from the 31. Ball takes it straight ahead. They cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Deion Henley. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the the counter, Hall. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pass play now. Into the hands of Likely. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Jets looking at 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Another throw here on 2nd down. That throw finds Conklin. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Badgley for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Here's Herbert. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert throwing again. Cut out left.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now Herbert again. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Give them a couple on the play, but no matter. We've reached the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Braylon Allen. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Back to pass on first and 10. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They start the half with a give to Hall. He breaks the tackle. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. That's grabbed at the 10. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Terrific return here, 24 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert. Complete out to the right side. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Herbert now. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They go again with Taylor. Brushes him off with ease. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Trying again following the sack. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. To throw, Herbert. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They put a receiver in motion right. They run. Here's Hall. He finds space for a few yards that time. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On the handoff, Allen.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's a throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down, give to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running right, this is Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They just get the play off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Jets 20.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's Hall on the carry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. And look at the footwork there, touchdown. The Jets put up even more points in a win. Badgley for the extra point. And it's off the mark, the kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. Jets putting up points in a game decided. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Well, the Chargers are pointing. They're excited. And yes, they've got it. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done. I like that, Cade. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action now for Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This is Allen on the give. Has good room at the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Here's Hall on the give. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Jets on their way to their 3rd win of the year. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Brought in by Aiyuk. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Herbert. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up fourth down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So the win goes to the Jets. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.